In this video, I want to talk about the elimination method. And the syllabus, the reduced syllabus just came out, and the cross multiplication method has been cut off from the syllabus for the board exam 2021. There will be. I'll make a video for eliminate cross multiplication method. If you are just interested, you can watch it. But first, let us jump into this video, as we are in this video already. So here I have 3x minus 5y equals 4 and 9x minus 2y equals 7. Here I have to do it by elimination method. By elimination method, of course, the first thing comes into your mind is let's eliminate it. But what? Eliminate We can eliminate one term with a single x coefficient. Like here I have 3x and and I have 9x. So here the coefficient are 3 and 9, but the variable is x. So eliminating of any single variable is elimination method. Now how that is like, if I have here, notice 3x minus 5 equals 4 and I have 9x minus 2y equals 7. What I do is see the coefficients of x here and here. I see that 9 is 3 times 3, so I multiply this with 3 and multiply this with 1, because I really don't need to even do that, because because it's like we are multiplying the 3 to obtain a 9, so we don't need to multiply 9 with anything, and here also with a 3, and so this will come out as 9x minus 3 5 15y equals 12. Now the second one is going to be, I'll write the same thing down here, 9x minus 2y equals 7. Now I'll subtract them. Now if you're wondering why I shouldn't add them, that is because if I add them, they'll become 18x and minus 17y, which is like super complicated. It's extra complicated than what we have already. So I'm going to subtract them, and notice when I subtract them, this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus, and this becomes a minus. So these two get eliminated out because it's a plus 9x and a minus 9x. They become a 0, and this one will be minus 13y, and this comes out as 5. So my y is going to be 5 by 13, and the minus 5 by 13. Okay, now the second is, there are two ways you can figure out the value of x. One way is put the value of y which we got in these equations. You can put in these or these, but these are simpler equations and you will get the answer more easily. And the second way to figure out the value of x is again by elimination method, but this time we are going to eliminate the y values, the y variable values. So let us, I'll show you that as well. So that's 3x minus 5y equals 4 and 9x minus 2y equals 7. Now here, if I want to eliminate the y term, I make the y term same, so I multiply with this a 2 and with a 5 over here, so that I'll get a minus 10, and minus 10, if I add 2 minus 10s, it becomes 0. I mean, if I subtract 2 minus 10s, it becomes a 0. So here I'll write it down here because I don't have any space. So this will for me will become 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10 and 2 4s are 8. Okay, now we don't need the brackets anymore because we already solved it. Now 5 9s are 45, so let me write 45 there, and 5 2s are 10, so that's 10y, and 5 7s are 35, so 35. Okay, now if I'm subtracting both of them, I have a minus here, it becomes a plus here, and it becomes a minus here. Now let me take that out. Now if I subtract, notice the plus 10y and minus 10y, they cancel out each other, and so I will be left with a 0 here, a 0y, basically 0. Okay, now here if I subtract them, I get minus 27. Yeah, and here I'm gonna get minus 39x. Now there are minuses on both side, so what happens is the minus cancels out, so I'll be left with 39x is equal to 27, and my x will be 27 by 39. 27 by 39 is, if I take it out in 3, I'll get 9 by 13. So my x is going to be 9 by 13. Now one more thing, if you cancelled out the y term first, same way as I told you for the x values, what you can do, take this, put them in these two terms, equations, and figure out the y value. Or what you can do is again do the elimination method and figure it out. So there are like so many ways you can do to get the same answer.